What's up, guys? It's George the Marvelous Knight here at Winter Wonder Festival 2019. It's another cold one. It's been snowing in Japan today, so it's definitely out of my element. As a Floridian, I'm not used to that, but you know, I'm here to take a look at the Tokyo Ghoul Statue. It's the first time I'm actually getting to see it. I know it's been around, but this is my first time actually seeing it in person. It is dope. So let's take a look at it and give you my thoughts on it. All right, guys, so here's the diorama, Tokyo Ghoul. This is Kaneki versus Yamori. Now, I'm not totally familiar with this anime. This is not one that I've seen before, but it does look pretty damn cool, which is making me want to watch it, actually. This very dynamic looking battle that they've recreated here. Now, before we get into it, you can see that this one has a light up feature. This one has a battery installation, so there's no plug-in for power. So you have to keep in mind that you will need batteries to work this light up feature. And it's a really nice feature that they got, actually. I like how the lights look. It's got kind of like a dirty glass kind of feel here. Like you see, it's kind of steamed in there, which I think is really neat. Gives it kind of a horror feel. And especially with that flickering light, gives you that whole urban subway, you know, flickering light effect, which looks, you know, kind of horror. So, you know, and which I think fits with this because, you know, you got ghouls and monsters. So the base is really cool, extremely heavy. When I was putting this on here, this is very, very heavy base for such a small statue. This one here is a 1/6 scale diorama, if you guys are wondering. But it's nonetheless very big. All right, so you get the option for 3 portraits for Kaneki and 2 portraits for Yamori. You have this portrait right here, which gives him more of a calm look to him, as you can see, which is very cool. There you go. I think they did a nice job with that. And then also what you get is these bases, which make it look like a chess piece, but it also gives you the option to display your optional portraits. So you get one of these for each character, and then you can put your optional portrait right there, which looks really cool. All right, so you have the other one. This is the other option where you have him with a mask on. This is probably the most noted way of looking at him, the most common way that you probably used to seeing Kaneki if you are a fan of this anime. Now, they decided to include this with it because of that, even though, you know, in this battle he didn't have that mask, but it does look pretty badass. All right, and then there's your optional portrait for Yamori. Same thing, you get like a chess piece style type of base for the bust, which looks really cool. All right, so like I said before, the base has light up feature, and then you come around the sides here and there's all kinds of portraits on there from the characters. All right, and there's a destroyed base is something that, you know, we probably used to seeing, especially like after seeing the Devilman versus Amen. You know, Figurama is really noted for having these really explosive battles, so they, you know, this is nonetheless the same type of idea here. All right, what's cool is all of these little features they have rolling around the back that you're not going to see when you have it displayed, really, but it's cool that they included it in here. So I mean, if you could take a look at this, look at that cloth right there, the detail in that. Looks like the real thing, right? Stained blood, looks like wet fresh blood, you know, on that it's like a medical pan, you know, which is really neat. And then you have the like syringes, right, which look really cool. Now the syringes there and the scalpels that they have going on there, I like it. It looks nice. Only thing I'm thinking about though is that if that pan is flying in the air, those would probably be flying in the air with it, you know. I don't know if that would be just sitting there like that. They almost look like they're just resting. But they did a good job here with the bottles. You can see they're kind of like falling off the pan, you know, as they go over there. And it looks like somebody was getting tortured, which looks, you know, very cool for the scene. Again, like very horrific. All right, look at that chair. Blood on the chair and everything. Freaking nasty. Such nice detail and texture work throughout it. It's really, really neat. Very cool. There's one little Easter egg that they have hidden right underneath one of the pans. I don't know if I can catch it just right. Is that flower? So from what I understand in the anime, when Yamori, I think it is, goes into his rage, into his ghoul mode, that what he sees is this flower come from turn from a normal flower into like a bloody flower. So having it there is is an Easter egg for the anime. So that's what I heard from Shinab. You know, like I said, I don't know the anime myself, but I believe that's what I got from that. So you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I still think it's pretty cool to have these little Easter eggs hidden throughout it. All right. So being here in Japan, I've seen, now this is my 4th time seeing this character of Kaneki. So he's very popular. And I really love the way he's flying in the air like that. Looks like he's about ready to just slam right down on Yamori, which I think is really cool. Right? I love the folds on his shirt. The pants itself look really nice. Really nice texture work there. Really, really cool. And you can look at the texture work throughout this. Only that I could call it is some kind of tentacle, or just has like a very like snake-like effect to it. Reptilian almost, the way it has all of those scales going across. But the red is so deep, so beautiful. It just pops. And then Yamori, the details that they have in this are really cool as well, because like you can see the folds in the pants. You know, it has all that stitching. And then I can't really get in on the shoes or the bottom of the shoes, but the shoes themselves even look realistic. It's because they have all of the details that you'd expect to see in the shoes, including like the scuffs on the bottom of the soles, you know? And that's like, again, like right now you're looking at the statue. It's not something you're gonna see, but it's really cool that they threw it in there. Like, I'll see if I can catch it here on the back of this shoe here. See if I could turn on a little bit of light and you guys can check it out. And just look at that. Very cool. A little more light there. Real cool the way they did that effect. Alright. You see the folds in the back, pants. And his shirt's all ripped open. And he just got this really nasty looking bloody arm. So just very neat how they did all that. The paint work on the muscles is done really well. I mean, you can look at all the effects there, and you can see the veins and the shades. You know, I just love all of the extreme amount of different colors that they use to create this. You know, it's just done really well. And you look at that face. So much expression there. The way the nose wrinkles, the eye color. Yeah, they went all out on this piece. So, in my opinion, really, really cool piece. You know, especially for somebody who's really into the anime. This is definitely your piece to get. So, very cool. And that's my thoughts on this one. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this. Do you have this one on order? You know, are you getting it? You know, are you sad that you missed out on it? Let me know in the comments below. You can always catch more of our reviews here at mcecentral.com. And I'm going to be coming back at you with more reviews from Winter Wonder Festival, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, guys, keep it marvelous.